Good morning. This is John from the Springs Mennonite Church. Good to be with you today. Here we are, about the middle of the month. Half of the month is gone, half of it's still yet to come. And this week I want to talk about some random verses in the Psalms. The Psalms are really a good place to sit and read and think about. God has some incredible, encouraging stuff for us in these Psalms. And I want to share a few of them this week. And then we'll see where we go from there. So today I want to begin with Psalm 46 and read verses 1 to 7. It reads this way. God is our refuge and strength, always ready to help in times of trouble. So we will not fear when the earthquakes come and the mountains crumble into the sea. Let the oceans roar and foam, let the mountains tremble as the waters surge. A river brings joy to the city of our God, the sacred home of the Most High. God dwells in that city, it cannot be destroyed. From the very break of day, God will protect it. The nations are in chaos and the kingdoms crumble. God's voice thunders and the earth melts. The Lord of heaven's armies is here among us. The God of Israel is our fortress. Well, this psalm, these verses, start out with a word of protection and end up with a word of protection. And then in the middle, between 1 and 7, are examples of things that could happen. And it sort of reflects our lives, I think. Here's the notion that here's what God says. We can trust that. And then here's what happens. And as that happens, we have to wonder. And then at the end, we can say, but we can trust him. So let's look at it. God is our refuge and strength, ready to help in times of trouble. Now, maybe you're one of these who never had any troubles. I suppose there are some out there. I'm not one of them. I've had a lot of troubles in my life. And in the time I have left, I'll probably have some more troubles. But that's okay. Because we live in a sinful world, and in a sinful world, bad and unexpected things happen. Nobody can control that. Nobody can change that. So this psalm is talking about practical living for you and for me. I don't know where your life is as I speak, but wherever it is, this verse has something to say to you, I think, and maybe you will too. God is our refuge and strength, always ready to help in times of trouble. Now, let's look at this a second. God is our help and our strength, not we are our help and our strength, not our money is our help and our strength, not our education is our help and our strength. God, God, God alone is the only one who can always overcome whatever. And it says that he's always ready to help. It's not like we have to beg him. It's not like we have to prod him. It's not like we have to wear him down. He's ready. What's he waiting for then? Well, he's waiting for you and me to invite him to help. The thing about God is he's given you and me free choice. We can either walk with him and let him help us or not. He's not going to force himself on us. Now, wherever you are in life, you have to ask your own self, where am I in terms of letting God work in my life? And I hope you're on the side of learning more and more about doing that. But the point is that he's always ready. Now, it says, so we don't have to fear when, and it lists some of the worst things that could happen. Earthquakes, mountains tremble, rivers devastating cities, chaos in the kingdom. Boy, we know about that in our political world today, don't we? I mean, it's just chaos. Probably, maybe, has always been that way, but it's sure obvious now. Chaos in the kingdom, all kinds of things happening. Okay, can't do anything about that. Would it be nice if it didn't happen? Well, I think so. But that doesn't make any difference. You see, you and I have to live in this world. It's the only option we got. You know, some people live in a world they create up here. And maybe that works out pretty well, but usually it doesn't. I like to see what I'm really seeing, not seeing things that are not really there. And I know things like mental illness can be very devastating. And we're not talking about that kind of a thing. We're talking about just blindly believing that somehow you don't need God. And with that attitude and something comes up, you're in big trouble. Yep, that's what you are. So the passage here starts out by saying, God is our refuge, He's our strength, He's ever ready to help. And then if this, and this thing happens, then we're in trouble. And then the passage ends, sort of mirrors the beginning. The Lord of heaven's army is here among us. The God of Israel is our fortress. Even in the midst of all of this stuff, God surrounds us with His love and His grace. And He guides us through those times of trouble. And He provides a way when there doesn't seem to be a way. And He's always ready to do that. Well, I hope that's how you see life. If it isn't, I invite you to try it. Ask Him into your heart and your life and walk with Him. Do what He says. See what happens. But in any case, I do hope that as this week goes on and your life goes on, you come to understand the gorgeous beauty of His love and compassion. Will you think about it? I'll be back tomorrow. We'll share another thought. Thanks for listening. If you have a need or a concern, let us know. We'll do whatever we can as fast as we can to help meet our need. But before I go, let me just remind you what it says. He is always ready to help in times of trouble. Take care. I'll talk to you again.